she's going to bring here for you, because she's going to do it from her heart and from love, and that's so valuable about from her. And she will share with you setting the sail of your thinking. She will share with you a path to help you grow your life and business. So let's give her a warm welcome to the stage, Stacy Carson. Let's let us. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you. That song gets me every time. And I just want to say something about Sophie that really struck me when I saw it. Sophie sells so much, you guys, and her team is one of the top sales team in the US and US Latina and Mexico market. And I saw her have this Excel sheet, and she had every single client in order, when was the last time they ordered, what they ordered, and all the details. It was so organized. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I am all over the map and all over the place. No wonder why I don't have retention. I don't even know who bought from me 2 months ago. So what she taught me was treat your business in a professional way. So if you want great results, you better give that to your business in your organization part of the game. Do you know what I mean? So I really admire Sophie, and I think everything she shared with you today, I know it because I see it in her team. It will take you to the next level. But anyways, I am Stacy Carson, and I was born in Texas, but I grew up in southern Mexico. And I've been with this most amazing company for almost 8 years. And this is my forever home. Like, I love Younique so much because it's changed my life forever. And I truly believe that it can really do the same for you in many different ways. So today, we're gonna talk about setting the sail of your thinking. But before, I wanna share with you a little bit of my family, because they're the reason why I'm here today. Okay, so these are my people. These are my 4 kids. And they're the reason why I'm here today, and they're the reason why I started with Younique. I really wanted a better life for my family. I wanted to be able to be with them, raise them at home, take care of them, and just provide freedom. Like, I really wanted to travel the world, go anywhere we wanted, work from anywhere in the world that I would be at, and just be free. I wanted my husband to be home with us. So when I heard of this opportunity, I knew for a fact, Younique can be that vehicle that can give me that life if I treat it in that way. You know what I mean? Like, if I really treat it like the $1 million business that it can be, because it's for other people, then it will also be that for me. So that's my family. And we also have rescued a dog. Her name is Canela, so cinnamon in Spanish. And we also have another dog that we rescued, and that dog had puppies, 3 puppies. And unfortunately, one of them had a very tragic accident a couple weeks ago, and it was very painful. And we also have donkeys. We have Samson and Delilah, and they are really, really awesome. One of our dreams was to have a ranch and have animals and live in the land and do all those, you know, cool things that you do at farms and learn how to plant your own vegetables and whatnot. And Younique has really made that a reality for us. And we also have a mini pig. Her name is Cordelia. She looks adorable.
Hola mundo, soy Cordelia, la puerquita feliz.
She looks super cute and we love her, but she is a terror. Anybody has ever had a mini pig? Yeah? What's your experience? Honestly.
My 3 are about 200 pounds now.
Whoa! So they do grow big.
They're past the mini, but oh yeah, they're, you know, they get into mischief and stuff, but it's actually really cool. They're a lot like dogs, like emotionally.
Yes.
You can get really, really close to them. They have
Totally.
personalities, so
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing. But yeah, my husband has said the word bacon many times when she gets in trouble. Tomorrow we're eating bacon. And my girls are like, no, Daddy, no. You know? But she's awesome, she's amazing. But anyways, so today I want to talk to you about a topic that I'm very passionate about. And about 12 years ago, I used to hate network marketing. And I used to hate network marketing so much. Has anybody ever been there? Have you ever said, I am never doing that again? Because it really scarred me for life, and my husband. And why did that happen? I had an experience, I don't know, 15 years ago. My husband and I were dating. We joined our first network marketing company, and we were taught to do all the wrong things in the industry. That is very unfortunate because it's a very beautiful, life-changing industry. And we lost family and friends because we were taught to trick them into coming home and giving them a business presentation and doing all those things, right? And it was awful, you guys. It was horrible. It was horrible. The good thing about this is that we can change people's perception about network marketing in the way that we deal with this industry. So we have the power to do this, right? Then my second experience, I joined the company because I loved the product. And because I loved the product, I was able to sell it. I grew up a team of 4 people, and the most I ever earned there was $800. I was stuck. I didn't know how to grow. I didn't know what else to do to grow. Anybody is there today? Like, I love the product, but I don't even know what else to do, man. Like, just tell me, what do I do? I want to grow. Okay, so that company went out of business. And then the third company came into my life, right? And it was Younique. And I joined Younique because the product was incredible. It was all over social media. It was gonna go into Mexico, and yo hablo español muy bueno. No, I'm just kidding. Hablo español muy bien. Woo! It's mi primer idioma. It's my heart language. So I love, well, obviously, I love Spanish. But so I grew up, I joined Younique because I saw the opportunity. And I thought to myself, okay, now there's this amazing opportunity. I said I would never do this again, but what am I going to do different now? And interestingly enough, it was such a coincidence, maybe, if you want to call it that way. My husband had this box full of CDs, personal growth CDs. And he would take them from house to house when we would move, and we would never listen to them. And I used to think, that is just, what is that? Get rid of it. I'm tired of carrying it all over the place. And he said, no, you don't understand. I mean, those CDs are really valuable. So when I decided to join Younique, my husband said, you know what? Let's listen to one of these CDs. Maybe it will be a good thing for you to listen to. Maybe you will find help in it. And has anybody ever heard of Jim Rohn? Okay, on YouTube you can find this CD. It's called How to Build Your Network Marketing Business. Has anybody ever listened to that particular CD? Okay, very few people. I am telling you, it's gonna change your life. Please write it down. I hope you have a pen, because I'm gonna give you lots of good things to look for that are really gonna help you. Okay, so check this out. You can have every technique in the world, which we do at Younique, have amazing techniques, and the best products in the world, which we do have in Younique. Oh, it's right here. And you can have the finest support system in the world. Don't we have that at Younique, you guys? The finest. But unless you have the philosophy that drives you to do the necessary things to make it work, then nothing works. And I thought, what in the world is he talking about, right? With him, when my husband played that first CD, I was amazed, and I thought, why didn't you give me this before? It's so incredible. I learned in that first CD that I had the power to make things work for me. The power was inside of me, but I needed to know how to bring it out and use it. So look, please promise me you're gonna look it up. Anything Jim Rohn related. It's amazing. It's not working. Okay. He also said that, listen to this, it is not the blowing of the wind that determines your income. It is not the blowing of the wind that determines your fortune. What happens to you It is not the blowing of the wind that determines it. It's the set of the sail, setting the sail of your thinking. It's what might drastically give you multiply more in the next 3 years than you've gotten in the last 3. Doesn't it make you wanna, like, tell me more? I couldn't stop listening to him. My mind started to hurt, grow, expand. New ideas started to come into my head. I knew exactly where to start to focus, to grow, because I knew that if I grew inside of me, everything else around me would grow and change also. And when I say everything, guys, I don't mean just your unique business. I'm talking about everything. Relationships, friendships, family relations, your relationship with your kids, everything will change. Everything will improve. So when I was listening to this CD for the first time, it was very clear to me, okay, I've been looking out there for the answers. I've been looking out there for the opportunity. I've been looking out there for the key that will, I thought somebody's gonna have it, somebody's gonna give it to me to make my life better. And when I listened to Jim Rohn, I realized, oh my gosh, I have the key. So if I have the key to change everything in my life, it means that I'm the only one that can do it. I am my own superhero. Nobody else in this world is going to do it for me. It's on me. It's on me. And at that moment I knew I better do everything that it takes to change and to be better for me and for everybody around me if I really want to get different results in life and in my business. So just like in any superhero story, there's always villains, right? So I started to think, okay, what has gone in the way of me growing before? Why didn't I do this before? Why did nobody ever talk to me about self-education, about personal development, about mindset, about how the mind works? Nobody has ever, did you learn that in school? Like, I don't think most of us did. And why is that? I really believe the world would be a totally different place if we would learn that since we're 5 years old or even younger. But anyways, the first villain, okay, I said, okay, what has stopped me from doing this so that I can better relate to other people? This is why it's important that you know it. This way you will know how to help others overcome this, okay? Our old beliefs about education, I really believe it's like the first villain that I could identify. So, Jim Rohn said, education will make you a living, which it does, but self-education will make you a fortune. So you can't rely on previous and past knowledge any longer. Do you agree? Like, you need to start thinking, okay, how else can I grow? What else can I do? What else can I learn? And here's another quote. I love quotes. Quotes really have changed my life also. Men are anxious to improve their circumstances, but are unwilling to improve themselves. They therefore remained bound. And that is by James Allen. And he has an incredible book called As a Man Thinketh, So Is He. And it's a very small book and really powerful. I strongly recommend you also read that. So, isn't that just what happens in our industry, you guys? So many people get frustrated at the results. So many people complain that they don't sell, that they don't sponsor, that their team doesn't grow, that I'm not getting the result. This must not work. It must be the company. I'm going to go elsewhere or forget network marketing. And here he's telling you, do you want to improve your circumstances? Where is the change going to begin? Inward. The change starts within you. And the last one is, if you have dreams, goals, or aspirations, you have to grow to achieve them. And I love John Maxwell. You have to grow to achieve them. And when I started with Unique, I was determined that I was going to be a Black status leader. And I was white status, but if you would have walked into my very small apartment back then, in every single wall, I wrote, I am Black status. I think like a Black status, I act like a Black status, and I help others like a Black status leader does. And I started to live this last phrase. Okay, if I really want to be Black status, for me that was the goal. Maybe for you it is not Black. Maybe it's just a certain income, or maybe it's a lower rank, whatever it is for you, right? For me that meant that I would be able to live the life I wanted. So I thought, okay, if I'm going to be leading a team of thousands of people, because you need thousands of people to, well, you actually don't. You might be able to do it with way less people, but in my head I thought, okay, I need thousands of people. The most people I can have, the better. How am I going to help them? I better start growing, because I'm going to have to pour into them emotionally, right? Talk about beliefs, talk about the mind, and inspire them, talk about leadership. I don't know anything about that. I had never done this before, this committedly anyways, and I did it before and it never worked, so it doesn't count. But I thought, okay, I better start knowing my stuff. I better start growing myself so that I can actually pour from a pitcher that has something in it instead of pouring from an empty cup, because it doesn't work that way. So I knew I need to grow into what I want to become, and that growth can start right now. You don't have to wait. And we saw it today with somebody. Somebody said this. Shalane talked about it, but speaking from abundance, right? She was saying, if you say you're going to start giving when you're rich, yes, but it's not that way. So in network marketing, it's the same. If you say you're going to start growing, learning how to work with people, how to lead people, how to encourage people, how to teach them how to overcome the difficulties of the business, because this is by no means an easy business, but everybody can do it. You need to start learning about all of that. So you can't expect to get the rank first, to get the team first and start growing. You need to start growing today from where the place you're at, because you're thinking long term. I see myself as a leader with a large team. Okay, so you need to start preparing, and I'm going to give you some tools. Okay, so what are the action steps? So for personal growth, be intentional about your growth. John Maxwell says growth is intentional. It doesn't happen by accident. So develop a plan and do it daily, starting right now. How much time are you willing to invest into your growth? One of my very good mentors, she's a top 50 income earner in the network marketing industry worldwide, in the Spanish-speaking network marketing community. And he's told me many times, I've been in this industry for 34 years, Stacy. I've earned millions and millions and millions of dollars. And the one thing that I can point at that has helped me get here today is books. I love reading. I love learning. I love growing. And not only reading, learning, growing, I love applying what I learn. So I don't know if anybody here, I know that in the Spanish community we do this with our teams. We do book clubs, book clubs. So we pick a book as a team and we read it together and we analyze the content and we see in which ways we can apply it. And we do this every day. Every day my team at 9:30 a.m. we have 30 minutes of reading. Live in our group. Whoever can make it makes it. Whoever sees it live sees it live. But why is this important? Because you're teaching the culture of growth. Okay? You don't want to be the only one growing. You want everybody to grow with you. And you need to set the example, and you need to be consistent. And I'm going to tell you, very few people will show up, but over the years, the results compound and your team will start to flourish. And I've been doing this for 7 years. And I cannot tell you how many ladies in my team have told me, Stacy, because you were the crazy one reading books every day, I ignored you this whole time, and all of a sudden it just clicked. And now they're doing it with their teams. And that's what you want. You want a business that's going to be able to sustain and maintain itself. Okay? So, you can take a picture of this. These are books that have really helped me. All of these books are incredible. And I really strongly recommend them to you for personal growth in many different topics: leadership, mindset. If you're gonna dream, do it big. That's a really incredible motivational book that talks about mindset and network marketing. They're really amazing books. Okay, so the second villain is the distractions of the world. The distractions of the world sadly keep us from growing, keep us from being better, keep us from doing our best. What do I mean? The crazy news, fear all over the place, social media, reality TV shows. All you think about is fear, how the economy is awful, how there's no clients, impossible to grow, we're about to go into recession. What do you think about all the time? Fear. We live in fear. And I'm telling you, fear cannot bring anything good into your life. Like, what you focus on is going to expand, expand, expand. So, has anybody ever read Neville Goddard? Whoa. Okay, look him up. And it might be scary. No, just kidding. He's very deep. He teaches very deep concepts. All things are made alive from a state of mind. Where you are psychologically is what you are in reality. So all the things you entertain in your head about everything will start to show up in your life in many different ways. Our life is what our thoughts make it to be. A man will find that as he alters his thoughts towards things and other people will alter towards him. And that is also by James Allen. So when you start to transform the way you think, your life will start reflecting the type of thoughts you entertain. Okay? So when you listen and you see and you feel and you touch what's happening around the world, that creates thoughts in your head, in your conscious mind. And those thoughts create feelings in your subconscious mind. And those feelings make you act or react, or not even act at all, depending on what you were thinking and what you're feeling. So if you're feeling fear and frustration, you're going to be most likely frustrated about doing videos, frustrated about sharing your product, because you're not gonna get any result. And you keep doing it, and you keep doing it, and then you think, oh, if I do more videos, if I share the business more, and if I do this more, then my result will change. But guess what? Your result will never change unless you change your thoughts about it, unless you change your feelings about what you're doing and the result you're expecting to get, and unless you act according to that expectation of everything I do works always for my greater good. Okay? So these three components, thoughts, emotions, and action, they have to be congruent with each other, and they have to align so that your result matches these three key things. So just to give another example, sponsoring. How many people feel so frustrated about sponsoring? And you feel you can't do it, doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't work. I do the video, nobody's gonna buy from me. Nobody's gonna join. They join and they don't do anything. It doesn't work. Guess what? You know why it doesn't work? Because you already established in your head that it's not gonna work. Because you feel frustrated. So when you take action, your emotions bring upon the type of result you're expecting to get. So this is I'm telling you, this changed my life in all the different areas, including finances. Okay, but in my business, it's played a key component to, okay, if I want to expect and receive this result, I need to check, what am I thinking about that and myself doing that? What am I feeling about that and myself doing that? What am I acting? And I can evaluate where to make the change. What do I need to work on? Oh, it's the feeling of unworthiness. How can I work on that so that I can upgrade my result and actually take action empowered, right? So, what can we do about this? What are the action steps? Choose the results you want to obtain in your business and in your life, and create the thought, feeling, action framework to achieve it. Okay? And upgrade the quality of your thoughts. Be attentive to what you are thinking and how you are feeling. And you can readjust every 10 seconds. And I know that sounds crazy. When somebody told me every 10 seconds, I thought, you're crazy. How can I create that state of awareness? But you can. Just catch yourself all the time. Why am I feeling this way? What am I thinking about this? I'm about to make a video. Where's my state of mind? Am I feeling frustrated? Do I think it's going to work? And readjust. And I promise you, for reals, you guys, if you start being conscious of where you are in these 3 components, and if you start tweaking, I am telling you, your life and your business will start to reflect changes. It is not possible that you will work in yourself, within yourself, that you will upgrade yourself, and that your life on the outside won't reflect the results. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you work within you, without you, you will see the projection of it. It is a law. It is a universal law. And today, actually, Tori talked about it, and Shalane talked about some key. There's another book called The 11 Spiritual Principles to Live a Successful Life, something like that. Today at convention earlier, we saw some of these principles, but there's more to them. And it's a book written by Raymond Hollywood is his name. And I'm going to recommend that book to you. And the last action step is that as a leader, you must lead yourself first. If you want your team to grow, if you want your team to stay, if you want your team to be able to work through the difficulties of this business, if you want your team members to grow big teams, you must teach them and show them what it looks like to be growing. You don't need to be the expert. You just need to show them that you're doing it and my life is getting better because it will. So hey, come and do it with me. Let's do this together. You don't want this business to be easier because it is what it is. It is not the easiest business, but you want to be better because when you are better, nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you. So in conclusion, your attitude will be determined by your attitude. And your attitude is formed by your thoughts, by your emotions, and by the actions that you take. Okay? And I love this analogy from John Maxwell. He says, be a river, not a reservoir. Or how do you say that word? Reservoir? Reservoir? Okay, the analogy there is that as you grow, as you read books, as you attend conferences, as you look into personal development and leadership, don't keep it to yourself. That makes your reservoir. The reservoir is stagnant. You're just putting it in, putting it in, putting it in. Nothing's coming out. And as leaders and as human beings, we want everything around us to change. So we become a river when we pour into others what we're pouring into ourselves. In other words, I've always done this with my team and with my family members. Anything I read that I love, I go and I share it. I'm not the expert. I just read this and I love it and I just want to share it with you. And through my example and the example of people in my team, others are joining and others are growing. You share because you believe in abundance. And when I say that, what I mean is God has given you everything that you need to live an abundant life in all areas of your life, okay? And abundance doesn't only come in the form of money. It's not only money, you guys. Abundance in emotions and happiness and love, yeah? Relationships, everything. And when we live in a constant state of abundance, we pour into others because we really believe that what I give to others, it will inevitably come back to me tenfold. But you're not giving because you know it's going to come back to you tenfold. You're giving because you really care about seeing others grow. So that's why you're a river. And you are constantly pouring into others and helping others grow. So be a river and give to others. Help your team be better, be stronger, so that when anything happens, because things happen in the industry, you know, like I said, it's a simple business, but emotionally, I think it's the hardest. And that's why if we're in a constant state of growth, you are going to conquer all the difficulties of this business. There's nothing that will happen that will stop you. And I just want to share with you another story. I was green status with Unique, I don't know, 5 years ago. And I remember feeling like I was stuck. Like, okay, I have this team, I have all these people. how am I gonna do it? I don't even know what to do to grow. How do I go to orange status? I don't know how to do it. And I reached out for help. I reached out to a leader that's, I don't know, 15 levels above me, and I said, hey, I really love your systems. Can you please share with me? I'm way down there. And I have this Spanish-speaking team, and I really want to help them. And she said to me something that was very interesting. She said, you're way down there, essentially, and I can't really help you. But I want to tell you something. If I was able to figure it out, so can you. And at first, I thought, what? Like, what? And honestly, how many of you would have been upset? Like, you're reaching out to her because you admire her and, you know? But you know what? Do you know what she did for me? That was the best thing that she ever could have said to me. Because she gave me the confidence that I needed to know that I could figure it out. And I said, you know what, she's right. If she did it, and she's this huge person in the industry, she didn't know what she was doing, she figured it out. Of course that I can do it too, and that empowered me so much. So what did I do? I went into my books. I know that sounds like, books. If you don't like reading, hey, audiobooks. No excuses, you guys. And I went into this book called How to Grow Network Marketing Leaders by Big Al. And I said, okay, I gotta find the answer somewhere. And I started reading. Okay, he's gotta give me ideas on what to do. But I set the intention, I'm gonna do this. I gotta find the answers, I'm gonna find a way, I'm gonna get ideas. And I went and I started looking. And I found ideas. And I implemented the ideas. And I am not kidding you, that same month, I went orange status. Orange status. What's my point here? For every obstacle, you can find the answer. The answer is not out there as in, oh, I gotta do all these crazy things. Please look, dig, grow, establish the intention. I need to be better. If you're not selling, how can I be better at selling? If you're not sponsoring, how can I be better at influencing people so they want to join me? If your team is not growing, how can I be a better leader? Let me read about it. Let me look into it. Let me practice. Let me mess it up 100 times so that I can learn. And if you learn, nothing will stop you. And if you become a river, your team will grow with you. And that's what we want, because I'm telling you, network marketing has the power to change your life. But you need to treat it and treat yourself like that $1 million earner or whatever it is you want to earn, that you want to become. Because this business is the type of business that can give you that type of life. And I think that's it, you guys. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, Stacy, you rock here. Did you like her? We love her. She came here to empower you and empower us. So thank you so much. Let's give her another big and warm applause for this great and amazing presentation to all of us. Thank you so much, Stacy. And what I love the most is that Unique always brings us the best. We talk about business, but also we heard something that is giving us more for our mindsets, for our hearts, for growing as person, as wives, as friends, and that's what we have to take in advantage from this conference. Thank you so much to all of you who came to this conference. Hope you have learned, enjoyed, and have fun with our two beautiful speakers and so smart speakers. So thank you so much, and see you in the next breakout. Have a great day and have a great rest of the convention.